December 28, 2023, Orlando, Florida, USA. Kansas State quarterback Avery Johnson, 2, runs the ball against North Carolina State in the fourth quarter at Camping World Stadium. Mandatory credit, Jeremy Reaper USA Today Sports, Jeremy Reaper USA Today Sports. Kansas State has its first test of the season as it travels to Tulane to take on the Green Wave on Saturday. Tulane's first-year head coach Jon Sumrall made a surprising announcement ahead of the team's opener, opting to start redshirt freshman Devin Mensah over veteran Kai Horton and transfer Ty Thompson. Mesnah looked solid in the team's opening week win, but now faces a Power 4 opponent in Kansas State, who will look to showcase its new quarterback, Avery Johnson, the team's highly touted prospect. Which young quarterback will impress? Here's how we're betting this intriguing non-conference matchup. Avery Johnson. There was little issue for the Wildcats in the team's opening game, beating Tennessee Martin 41-6, but there are still questions about Johnson as a passer. He completed 14 of 21 passes for 153 yards with 2 touchdowns and an interceptions while rushing 3 times for 37 yards. Johnson made less than 40 pass attempts last season while relieving Will Howard at times, so he's a bit unproven as a passer, but can he use his legs to open up the passing game? Devin Mensah Mensah surprisingly won the job in fall camp, and showed why in the team's 52-0 win over Southeastern Louisiana. He completed 10 of 12 passes for 205 yards with 2 touchdowns. Can he show out against a far more difficult opponent? There are plenty of questions on both sides that makes me lean towards the near double-digit home underdog. Let's discuss the Kansas State side first. The Wildcats are facing a ton of turnover along the roster and on the coaching staff, and we haven't seen Johnson put together a regular season game that features him passing the ball a ton. While he is the highest-rated recruit in K-State history, he is a supreme athlete, but may not be a gifted passer. In a small sample size, Johnson has made 4 big-time throws to 4 turnover-worthy plays in 66 pass attempts, per Pro Football Focus. This is a Tulane defense that should be among the best in the group of 5 under former Troy head coach Sumrall. This may be a slog on offense for a Kansas State team that is also replacing NFL draft pick Cooper Bebee on the offensive line. K-State's defense should remain solid, which can pose issues for Mensah, who is still a relatively green prospect, and the offense can be more tamed against a Power 4 opponent. I believe we see a clunky start for both quarterbacks given the circumstances, with it being an early season and each team preferring to keep it on the ground, while trying to play some ball control. Kansas State's offense is being overrated in this matchup, with the expectation being that it will win by more than a touchdown on the road, as I believe Tulane can turn this into a rock fight.